Welcome to the pod. We're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna discuss some topics, about things and stuff. Maybe talk about a little bit of drugs.
Oh, the bowl got clogged.
Welcome to the rap. Oh man, we gotta make it sound like you saying the bowl got clogged. Maybe talk about a little bit of drugs.
Oh, the bowl got clogged.
Welcome to the rap. Are we going?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
We gotta make. Are you just watching the stream? It's playing back, Jay.
Yeah, I know. Oh well.
Remember
For you guys, I didn't even start the podcast yet, though. Oh well, if you're on the live stream, this is what you get from us. But let's start the motherfucking show.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Rap Drugs Pod.
Rap Drugs Pod.
Rap Drugs Pod. Going hard in the damn paint this week. Like the scammers.
Like the scammers.
Yeah.
Coming at me from the Gambia. Not just Gambia, it's the Gambia.
That's what it's officially called?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That's how. It's like, I looked these guys up. I was convinced that they were fucking real people, because at first I was like, these guys are just like Indians. Like texted me trying to pretend like they're someone else. And then the one kid was like sending me pictures. He was like, I'm 8 years old. I feed a whole family. I need money. And there was like 4 or 5 of them, and they were in the same place. And I was like, what the fuck is this? This is insane.
Yeah.
So I look it up, right? And there's like a child, what's it called, charity or whatever. I don't know. They feed children. And they wrote a whole piece on this, because apparently these kids are actually from the Gambia, and it's just like, I think they just kind of heard it around because it's popular in a couple other countries around that area. And so like they have like internet cafes there, and apparently these kids just sit in like the internet cafe, and they all work together and like just go after people hardcore. And they're starting to make enough money where they can just move to like Europe and pretend like they're still from the Gambia.
Nice. Nice. So they're
like all the different ways they scam people, like taking pictures of themselves in front of like abandoned buildings and being like, "This is my house. I need money for renovations."
Nice. So they see the Rap Drugs Pod heating up, doing well, and they're trying to attack us on all fronts.
They must think we have money, because they kept coming after us, you know. And I was like, "We're broke."
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, we're not broke, but
the one guy made me feel bad, because like after the 4th or 5th scammer, I just started being like, I have a family. I have 6 kids, and I work 50 hours a week, and I can't even feed myself. Can only afford to feed my kids. I said some shit like that, and he made me feel bad about it.
Script flip.
Yeah.
You've got to say like just the truth, Todd. Like, be like, I don't even have kids, and I can't afford to eat.
Yeah.
Like I probably live less comfortably than you do. I live in a friggin' paper thin walled place during the middle of winter. Yeah. Meanwhile, you get to sleep outside in friggin' room temperature conditions at night. Weather. Yeah, exactly. Beauty. And you're used to starving. You should have used to be prosperous here before COVID hit.
Yeah.
Then me and Todd had to switch into our t-shirts. Our best shirts.
They had listed a bunch of like stereotypes that the Gambians think about us. Like,
nice.
Like they think everyone here is Christians, so they pretend to be Christians, and like they're getting persecuted by Muslim people. Nice. They go after everyone in the Western, I don't know, what do you call it? The Western Hemisphere. Yeah. And they also think because of colonialism that we all owe them anyways, so it doesn't matter. They rip us off.
I mean, they're not wrong for that, but
it's a solid point.
I didn't go over there and take any heat, but I guess I did prosper off it.
Yeah.
Guess my beer's cheap because they're I get what do they care anyways? They weren't taken away as slaves. What are we talking about? What was Gambia in particular? Like, did they have apartheid or something? Like, I can understand if you're South African, but
I don't know. Jason,
that would be like, oh yeah, they kidnapped like my
that.
they kidnapped my grandpappy's grandpappy and controlled us for a while. Like I don't get to decide what the government's doing here. I just benefit from it.
I just felt
like hack Justin Trudeau, not me.
Yeah. He's not dumb enough to fall for their tricks.
Yeah.
Unlike you, Jason, you stupid.
Exactly. I already sent them all the money we got from the
Jason.
PayPal.
Yeah. All that money you guys donated us, Jason has already sent away. That's why we have an upgrade.
Yeah, and they stole our website.
Yeah.
And merch. All the merch proceeds now go to Dr. Abukur _2
Doctor
at IG. One of them actually tried to reset my password or something. I got an email about that last night. Yeah. So like we got a message on one of the pictures that said like something about this guy getting his herpes cured by a doctor. And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I'd still wear a condom and warn your partners that you had herpes previously.
Yeah.
So like just telling him legally his responsibility as someone with herpes. Or prior herpes, which just means it's not an outbreak right now because it's incurable. But I got a great flurry of comments. I guess we did on the Rap Drugs pod there. 22 comments. And one of them, like there was one that was pretty good that had like a list of 15 things that were wild. But there was this other one. They got this chick that says, Dr. Abumir Recure, Dr. _Abumir _cure 2, or Dr. Abumir Cure at gmail.com. He cures all this illness. Cancer cure, diabetes cure, ringing ear, herpes cure, warts cure, HPV cure, HIV, get your ex back. Pregnancy herbal medicine.
Get your ex back.
Prostate enlargement and hepatitis B. And the prostate enlargement, does that like enlarge your prostate so it's like more sensitive, or does it like shrink it down? Like, because I'm interested in the first one, not the second one.
Makes it better.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
all he says. Just it makes it better.
Yeah, but then someone else with Dr. Abumir cure claimed that it also cure lupus, diabetes, hepatitis, ringing ears. Ringing ears is a very terrible problem. It's probably worse than the rest of the things on this list. Cancer, stroke, gout, weight loss, asthma, HIV, ALDS, fibroid cure. HIV ALDS is on one line, so they definitely might have not had a typo on purpose. So their lawyer told them to put it that way. Epilepsy, ulcers, vagina herpes, pregnancy herbs. So it doesn't cure dick herpes, or ass herpes, or mouth herpes. So that was false advertising on a different post, and I almost bought some of it for my herpes.
I bought lots of it.
Yeah, Todd's trying to cure his hepatitis and his ALDS. He's also trying to cure his weight loss. And I have had ringing ears. I have ringing ears. I have a fatal diagnosis of ringing ears. The doctor said if I don't stop fucking people with STDs, if I don't get my chlamydia cured, then I will not get rid of my ringing ears, and I'm not getting rid of the chlamydia. So I've got my ringing ears cured by Dr. Abumir. But yeah, basically I'm hooked. 22 comments. They've convinced me that that's definitely something legitimate.
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh yeah, we're buying into that.
Yeah, exactly.
We fully endorse it, so please, on the Rap Drug Pod's word, you buy all our products without question.
Exactly. We don't need to do weed reviews anymore because we now have some new, better businesses, better herbal medicines that you can support and follow.
More legitimate ones
Yeah.
than the OCS.
Much more legitimate.
I
Exactly.
can say that with full honesty.
Exactly. And if you do want to keep up with the read reviews, those are still on IG. Catch the highlights there. But I buy a lot of grams, so we got a lot to test out and a lot of weed reviews to catch there.
Got all this weed to smoke.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
what the hell else was it? Oh yeah, the herbal medicine. Speaking of that shit, Joe Rogan and the immortality key. That was a great episode of the pod today.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. I haven't had a chance yet.
Yeah,
with
definitely.
The Graham Hancock, and who is the other guy?
Graham Hancock, and it's Brian Makakis or something like that. Brian Makak in the ass. Let me get his exact name up. The book was called The Immortality Key, and Graham Hancock just did the foreword on it. Yeah, Brian Murarescu.
Okay.
Yeah, The Immortality Key, the secret history of the religion with no name. And this guy...
I thought Graham was writing that book.
No, but yeah, this guy's never...
Well, isn't that what he did with his last book too, though?
He made...
The Chariots to the Gods was just like other people's work.
Exactly. He did it differently, but this guy did a lot of research, hands-on, all kinds of crazy stuff he was looking after about different psychedelics and religion.
Right.
I don't want to spoil it all here, but basically like claiming certain Greek origins, thinking that there was lots of ergot or spiked wine or different spiked drinks, just like has been mentioned in other texts. Like this isn't anything new, but he's compiled it with a lot of visuals and visual representation, and plans on launching a docu-series. So yeah, docu-series coming if you want to skip the Joe Rogan pod if you're like too woke for that shit. If you're on Spotify's side and you want to cancel Joe Rogan, you can just wait for the docu-series. But we're following
fuck Joe Rogan.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck Joe Rogan. Me and Todd.
Fuck his show.
Me and Todd are leaving YouTube as of October 1st. Well, at least we're just our full pods are they're no longer available on Twitch already. We said fuck you, Jeff Bezos. Sit on a broken piece of glass. I hope your new wife divorces you too, you worthless piece of shit. And then I spit in his face too. So yeah, he kicked us off of Twitch and took our $100,000 bribe and put it in a blender in front of our faces and then shit on it after. And then fed that shit to his dog. So it was pretty disgusting, but good lesson. So yeah, we're leaving YouTube early because we're sick of them shadow banning us, putting Joe Rogan ahead of us, even though we got more fans and more followers on Periscope. So we're going exclusive to Periscope as of this Sunday.
Yeah.
Dorsey busted out the check. Yeah. That's why we're wearing white. This episode's sponsored by Square.
All white.
Yeah. If you got drugs to sell.
Yeah.
If you're a D-boy on the corner, you need to get that motherfucking Square.
I'm just wearing this because I live in a trailer park. This is like how I fit in, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just came in from lifting weights my driveway.
Yeah, and I just wear this because Chris D'Elia's clothing was on sale, real cheap. It's just some holy shirt. Like this is something he'd wear. So
yeah,
it was like at a police oxygen or auction, whatever you call those things.
Oxygen.
Yeah, exactly. They already took all the semen out of it, so. That's why he wears white shirts. Blends in.
To hide the semen?
Yeah, exactly.
Makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. You just got to be careful when you go into anywhere with
nice. That's why I wear black.
Some of those special
so
lights.
People can see them.
Yeah. So people can see Todd's own cum on himself.
On my pants. That's
Yeah.
where I wipe it when I'm
Nice.
done. I
Nice.
just
Black sweatpants exclusively.
yeah,
Nice.
exclusively with my semen thing.
Just
I'm thinking about selling them. I have about 12 or 17 pairs, something like that. They're only really to be hung though, because like if you try to put them on, they'd probably break.
yeah. They're a little crusty in the waistband areas.
What are we talking about?
But yeah, we're going exclusive to Periscope. Dorsey hooked us up big. So did Forefathers Brewing. Good price on this starter session IPA.
Oh yeah.
No sponsorship there. It was just a good price, so they hooked us up too. But yeah, exclusive to Periscope. So if you like the full video, you're gonna have to catch us there. Otherwise, throw a 5-star rating on Apple Pod. If you're listening to us there, we ain't going anywhere like Joe Rogan. We are still on Spotify, everywhere else that does podcasts. So find us if you want to listen. We're not looking for you anymore. But we will still have our clips coming out full time on YouTube. Yeah, Todd's making sure of it. So
I'll fucking be outside your window making sure you're watching this.
We got the part one and part 2 will still come out on IGTV. The clips will still come out on YouTube for all you subs there. Shout out. Bongs are still coming out at 100 subs. And yeah, Twitter numbers have been climbing. We just passed 1,000 the other day.
Yeah.
A lot of scrubs with the election though. Had to get rid of a lot of motherfucking scrubs with this election.
Oh yeah, did you watch the debate?
No, fuck that. I was watching some of it and I just was like, fuck this. This is so stupid. I'm just gonna listen to the highlights. And it was funny.
I was like, what the fuck is this? This is retarded.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking nonsense.
You're the worst president ever.
Yeah.
That was the best highlight of the whole debate.
Oh, I didn't watch the highlights.
And then Donald. No, just heard him quick on the news. That was the only highlight I got. From the leftist liberal media. I guess Donald Trump was also telling the Proud Boys to lurch in the shadows or whatever the fuck he said.
Did he? Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Did he go like this and yell white power too?
I don't think he yelled white power, but I think
he
did the rest. I think he did the rest. I think he mouthed white power.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Biden, every so often was just like, where am I?
He just would. It was like someone. It's like someone's yelling at him through a microphone, through a headset, right? He's just every so often he's just like, "Shut the fuck up," to the voice in his head, and he doesn't know what it's saying. He's just like repeating it slowly. It's like my dad drew that oomph.
It was.
But yeah,
I the second question. He
strung some shit together though.
No, I know. I was kidding. I didn't even watch it.
But no.
I got to the second question. They asked about COVID.
Yeah.
And Joe Biden was like, all these people have died because of Trump. And then Trump was like, I saved lives. Fauci said so. And it was just like, is this the whole thing where like one person says something and then the other person says something that doesn't really have anything to do with that? Like,
yeah, I guess I
both
watched.
Those things are kind of true. Like, I don't know. It depends who you talk to. Like, maybe he did save some lives or something at one point by like. He could have killed more people, like.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know how much worse it could have been if the Democrats were in power and protecting Wall Street, making sure no one knew. But yeah,
I give up made worse decisions. He could have made even worse ones.
Yeah,
I think
it's possible. It's possible.
I don't know though.
But exactly. He did do pretty bad too. Joe was coming with the stats. Surprisingly he was rattling those off correctly. He was like, it's up to 40,000 a day now.
There was a conspiracy theory I think I seen on Twitter. Some guy posted. It was a guy with a blue check mark. I think a Republican. He posted a picture of like Joe Biden, a close up of Joe Biden's suit, and it was like his wires sticking out like he was wearing a mic, and they were giving him what to say through a earpiece.
Yeah, they probably were. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, he's got hearing aids, probably. Like, of course they can do that shit.
Oh yeah. He's probably got talking aids too. Like Tim Dillon said, man, he's a literal corpse. Like they just got him up there like he's fucking. It's weekend at Barney's.
Yeah, they're having a good fucking time.
He looks old as fuck though.
Yeah, so old. But
he looks old as fuck though. Jeez, man.
But you know who else looks old as fuck? Donald Trump.
Yeah,
like
man,
he definitely looks old too. But Biden definitely is in worse condition of the two. I'm not gonna argue that
like
for a second.
Trump just looks like I don't know, like he was left out in the sun too long.
Yeah.
You know, like he looks more shriveled.
Yeah.
Biden looks like he's already like died or has been recently diagnosed with cancer or something. Like he looks sick.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a while, I don't think, or that close. They get the real close up like I am right now, and it's like, holy shit.
Oh yeah, exactly. It looks like he could be the crib keeper. But I don't care what either your politics are. Vote for who you got to vote for, but if you watch that debate, you're wild.
If you vote, you're a dumbass.
that's true too. Yeah, exactly. You should just not vote like they.
You should stay home.
That must be.
Are you trying to get people sick? Stay home.
Don't vote. You're right. There's two people that are unvotable for because they want you to vote in the election. Like, what doesn't it make the most sense? Like, if there was truly a deep state that didn't want you to vote, why wouldn't they have Donald Trump versus Biden?
Yeah. True.
And then you'd never vote.
Yeah, man.
Like, they're like, oh, sweet. Well, like, because they don't really care who wins, as long as it's not independent.
Yeah, 100%.
They're like, no one's even going to pay attention to this election. And then no people vote. And then they can have the weird fucking referendums that tell you, like, should we circumcise women? Like, yes. And so they cut their clitorises off or whatever the heck crazy thing.
What the fuck are you talking
about? You never heard of female circumcisions?
Not as a referendum in the United States.
Yeah, probably will be this election. All those states that turn back abortion. That's what I heard.
That way we don't.
That's why we.
What's that?
That's why we have to riot with Antifa. Because that's the next step.
What was you said first?
That all the states that turn back abortion. That's the next step.
They're gonna. Why would that be the next step?
That's the next step.
That doesn't make sense.
Then they're giving the women COVID vaccine first.
Oh man.
Testing them.
Yeah, they got to
mandatory COVID vaccines for women and children.
Men should just be rounded up so they're out of the way.
Weaker.
That way.
Yeah. The men are all rounded up and taken away so that they don't get exposed to the COVID vaccine. No questions from the women and children.
Women and children under the age of 14.
Yeah. Yeah. Any children over the age of 14, if they're a man, they're taken away with the other men, so they're not exposed to the COVID vaccine. No questions.
No questions.
No questions. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the new Antifa plan.
Taken away in a van.
I heard they told us their plans personally.
Yeah, they're like, we're eliminating the Proud Boys ahead of schedule.
The only way to eliminate the Proud Boys is to eliminate boys.
Exactly. Now, you get rid of all the Proud Boys if you get rid of all the boys. It's science.
It's math. What, you can't keep up?
Unless there's Proud Boys infiltrating Antifa. They'll have to kill themselves after the mission to make sure it's secure. To really secure the mission, they'll have to kill themselves at the end. To prove their faith to Antifa.
In
It's
order
not
to
a cult,
destroy
but
racism, we have to nuke the world.
yeah,
We have to cause a nuclear apocalypse.
exactly.
That way there won't be racism anymore.
Yeah, exactly. People are racist, so in order to save the
Yeah.
world, we have to nuke it all to get rid of the people.
Yeah, if we get rid of all these fucking people, there won't be bad things anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Evolution is real because we
I
don't
like
believe
this
in
plan.
creation.
I
This
think
is
we
a
should
good
start
plan.
promoting this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Antifa's plan, Todd. At
Yeah?
least if you join
Is
the
that what
sect
that
of
meeting was
Antifa.
about?
Yeah, that was who we had to give all of our clothing and money to, Todd.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's where we got these white outfits. And they said we can't talk too loudly about it unless people want to come to the bunker to hear more about it. And increase your credit card limits before coming. If you want to get the proper like, I don't know, what is that, spiritual feelings?
Proper
If you
treatment.
truly want spiritual well-being.
Spiritual well-being, that's the word.
Mm-hmm.
If you want
do you feel
real spiritual well-being.
Do you feel depressed? Do you feel lost? Do you feel like you have no purpose in life? Join the Antifa C. C is not for cult.
Do you wake up in the morning? Do you sometimes eat breakfast? When you poo, do you flush after? Maybe you should send me money.
Yeah.
You sound like a person who wants to send me money.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have all the basis of necessity life and you feel meaningless and like you should die? So does everyone else who's finally succeeded. So you should share this feeling with the entire world. With the new Nuke 2020 plan.
Yeah.
The Mayans might have got the calendar wrong. The calendar year wrong, but they sure as hell got the day right. So December 21st, 2020, after President Supreme Ruler Trump gets voted back in, we're going to nuke the entire planet to eliminate it from the Earth's biggest problem. Us! People. This message is brought to you by the CCP.
100%.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what do you think happens if Joe wins, man? Like,
If
Trump
Joe
going
wins,
out there.
everything calm.
You think so?
Yeah,
he goes out there and he's like, man, it's rigged. They're already rigging it.
You know what happens? If they send Joe in, the military actually comes out and fucks up anyone who's protesting. Because, like, at that point, it's like they're Trump supporters versus... I wonder if they actually put Trump through trial and into jail and shit. I hope so. That'd be cool as fuck. But he'll probably win. He's probably going to win.
That's the only reason he's running again.
Yeah, he's going to win. He's going to win.
They
may or may not pardon him even. They may or may not pardon him for whatever's wrong.
I don't think you can do that. It's kind of part of being a democracy. It's like...
Yeah, you can't really do that. And if you did, you'd have to pardon him.
You're locking up dissidents. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, you're like locking up political opponents. It's just...
Yeah. But
they
do it.
President now. He has Secret Service for life and the highest clearance there is for life.
Yeah, exactly. So now he can create the new fuck island like he's destined to do. They killed Jeff Epstein so that Donald Trump could take over Epstein's island. And that's why they're subpoenaing everybody. So that way they can kill them all off one by one and Donald Trump could take over without any questions. Why do you think he got rid of the Miss USA pageant and became U.S. president just so he could?
Yeah.
and Epstein's life. And take over his business.
Wow, that'd be a genius plan.
That's a classic Trump. That's a classic Trump business. Doesn't that sound like a classic Trump business move?
Yeah. That sounds exactly like...
That sounds so Trump.
Jealous of his lifestyle.
Exactly. And people are finally turning around on pedophilia too. So like soon enough, he's going to open up the island for admission, and there'll be a golf course on it and everything. So like, So, like, as an executive package, like, different businesses, Fortune 500 businesses will spend to go to, like, this Trump corporate retreat, which will be like a fuck
Yeah.
island in Little St. James, and history will just start repeating itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't
total
know.
sense to
If
me.
Joe Biden wins, that'd be wild. I was shocked he even came to the debate. I thought they were gonna do hologram.
Yeah.
Like he's coming, and then it's like a Tupac hologram, and it's like Biden from when like he was VP with Obama, just like different clips.
Yeah. He's like looks way younger.
Yeah, it would be sick if they did a hologram. Imagine that they did a Biden hologram for the next debate.
Oh yeah.
How long until we have friggin' robots and holograms debating?
I don't think that'll happen. Why would you debate them?
No, I mean they're debating for us because we got to stay home because like there's COVID or like mass nuclear and
I feel like that's probably already under
pollution there. Yeah,
like I feel like this has kind of forced us to do a bunch of stuff we should have did.
True. Well, I'm shocked
10
that
years ago.
they're doing the mail-in vote instead of a tech type of vote.
I don't understand that. They won't do a tech thing.
Yeah.
Here, someone
Meanwhile,
out,
at the polls, you vote tech.
I don't know who
in
said
a lot
this.
of U.S.
I can't remember
states.
now. They were like, we do all our banking through online. We can trust with our money.
That was me.
Through a bank. Oh, was it you?
Yeah.
Well, that was a smart thing.
Or it was other people who said the same type of shit, but I'm pretty sure it was me. I might have heard it on Joe Rogan. But no, I'm pretty sure I was saying that the other day. Like, yeah, if we can all go on to the bank and we can trust the bank to have your money there, like, why the fuck couldn't you vote that way? And then, like, it will have you verify your identity, and you have to punch in whatever sort of ID that you would have to punch in at the poll. And then they'd run it against, like, CRA. Like, I also read the other day, like, CRA cannot track any corporations for shit, but for personal records, they basically know everything that's going on with everyone now. So, like, that's the main reason that I switched over to the Ontario Cannabis Store. Because I'm kind of scared about, like, sending e-transfers in the quadruple digits now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Do you think they're going to, like, just...
Oh, yeah. They're cracking down. I read
that many.
I read this other story that, like, someone who received a 1750 transfer got their bank suspended. So, like, it's just like, why wouldn't they be cracking down on these? Like, how many people are really doing sales over e-transfer? And if they are, maybe they want you to report it and report
all the dummies.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the online system's good. Just be careful out there. The RCMP and the CSIS
selling drugs.
They're all getting better at. Well, they're all getting better at tracking internet crimes and shutting this stuff down every day because every sale outside of the system is now illegal drugs for sure. There's none of this 30-gram rule. It's like they don't care if you have bud on you or possession. It's like if you're selling, though, it's illegal, whether you bought it at the OCS or not.
Right.
Like, I can't go to the OCS, buy bud, and then turn around and sell it to anybody legally. That's trafficking the same way, growing
you can
four
give it
plants
to them, and then like
it
later they can give you money for it.
Yeah. Well, I definitely recommend doing that for growing your own. Like some sort of bartering system where you like put it in a Ziploc bag and someone pays you hundreds of dollars for that Ziploc bag. Or exactly. Sex works too. Sex works too, as long as you both consent.
No, that's inappropriate. Yeah. Okay.
Well, if you both consent, it's appropriate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
What's the fun in that?
I don't know. I mean, yeah.
Oh, that was a bad joke.
I hope somebody. Yeah, I hope someone.
Holy shit.
Steals my buds and rapes me. That would be kind of thrilling.
Oh yeah.
That's the only way I get off.
That's all I want.
That or a blue chew.
Bust my door down and take it out of my dresser drawer.
Yeah. That or a blue chew.
Steal that weed. What is blue chew?
BlueChew.com/rapdrugspod.
I don't know
for
what this is.
20% off. It's generic versions of Viagra and Cialis. No, they sponsor like every single podcast.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We
Except
just
for
listened
us.
to. Yeah, we don't.
We're not hacks.
Yeah, we're like. I don't know if you guys heard Matt McCusker and Shane Gillis, Matt and
I
Shane
don't
Secret
know what this is.
Podcast. No ads, just like us. Yeah, we're not hacks either. We don't need fucking ads to support this lifestyle, like some
Yeah.
of these fucking goofball losers do. What? You can't go out and perform work because of a little COVID? So, yeah, we can't sell tickets for Zoom shows either. So we're about even, you fucker. You fucker. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I can't go to an open mic Zoom. Like, what the hell?
It's bullshit.
So
man.
yeah, don't be fucking crying. At least you can make money off of your podcast.
Sure.
I can't even do stand up for free anymore.
Someone said Ari Shafir was doing it like out of his apartment.
What?
His own apartment. Was doing shows.
Stand
His
up shows?
apartment.
Yeah. These guys are doing Zoom
Yeah, he
shows.
was invited random people.
Yeah. 5 people and then had a bunch
who
of
it was,
people.
but it was Theo Vaughn or something, making jokes like she was missing after the last one. You know,
Nice. That would happen at Ari's, yeah. Bert fan came through and fucking dosed him.
Robbed the place. Dosed him. Ow. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of
Oh.
that crew though, Joe Rogan's new mansion is fucking wild.
Yeah.
$15 million on a new mansion at Lake Austin. Yeah. I can't imagine
Yeah,
having
man.
a
I think that's
$15 million
bullshit.
mansion.
I don't think it's real. I honestly think Joe Rogan pretends to be rich.
You think it's money
I think
laundering?
I think it's all fake. Yeah, I think it's bullshit. I think he does steroids. He probably beats his kids. He doesn't have any money. Probably has about 500,000, maybe less than $1 million net worth. I'm talking here. The
Yeah.
house fake.
Yeah.
Okay, he rented the place. Austin. He never moved. He didn't move. He's still in LA. He's
Yeah.
hiding.
Well, now that that like the studios are so cheap, like it can look like he's in Austin.
Exactly.
Like even if the paparazzi gets photos, it's all on a set, like just like normal paparazzi stuff. Like
it's all fake. It's true. Why hasn't Eddie Bravo been around? Huh?
Yeah.
You tell me that. It's because he would blow the bubble. He knows.
Yeah,
He's the only person
exactly.
who knows North Korea isn't a real place. They keep showing the same clips. Kim Jong-un is an actor.
Yeah.
It's just
Joe Rogan's just an employee for
show
InfoWars.
Yeah.
Like, why do you think he's only hawking supplements?
He didn't make a deal with Spotify.
Yeah.
He works for Spotify.
Spotify owes Alex Jones some money
Yeah.
because he caught Danielle Ek doing some fucked up shit. Yeah.
This is all we know. This
Yeah.
stuff. You guys, if you listen to the show, you hear the facts. We have all the information.
Yeah.
No one else does.
Exactly. But tell me this doesn't sound like an Army Futures command base.
Okay.
11,000 square foot with 8 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms. The property located on a particularly desirable spot along Lake Austin in a quiet neighborhood. Some of the neighboring homes are owned by the likes of hair care billionaire John Paul DeJoria and Sandra Bullock. Since the keys for the very sprawling estate were exchanged in a very hush-hush off-market, yeah. But the size alone, 11,000 square feet. Like, that sounds like an army base to me.
Yeah, why is he buying a house like that? I don't understand. When you have that much money, it's just like, why do you even?
And
Like, he probably has.
the craziest part is he's keeping his $5 million mansion, and he also still has a $2.2 million mansion, both in LA. So, like, this is the reason why property costs so much, because Joe Rogan has, like, 15 homes, and he's not in any of them. So burn down some of Joe Rogan's extra homes. Do us all a favor. If he's not going to sell them, teach him a lesson. If you're really Antifa, burn down his home, and if the cops don't arrest you, he'll have to apologize again for saying that Antifa burned his home down. Yeah. And the cops probably won't arrest you. Because as long as you support Joe Biden, you're cool.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Kamala and the cops in California are cool. So, like, if you're supporting Trump, you're out. If you're supporting Biden, they're like, oh, you're down with Kamala? Cool. And then they'll shoot you because you're black. Look, he had some weed on him. And you'll be like, it was legal, recreational. And they're like, that's not what my paperwork says. I saw you buy it illegally.
Yeah. Yeah.
My body cam was just out of batteries. Like when I shot you when you were running at me with a hammer. You didn't have to shoot to kill. I know, but you struggled. That's how nice cops are.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He was suffering, so I shot him again. He was bleeding out. So I felt bad and shot him again to make sure he just finished it for him. I didn't want him to have to put up with a bumpy ambulance ride.
Yeah.
All the way to see a doctor.
He was suffering. Didn't you see him? He was suffering.
I put him out of his misery, exactly. I ran out of bullets. I beat him to death with my flashlight because I ran out of bullets. And he was bleeding.
I shot him 6 times to the stomach. And
Yeah, exactly. So I had to crush his skull in with my flashlight in order to end his misery. He's in a wheelchair. It was an accident, but I don't think he deserves to win the court case. I don't think his family or him deserve any money for those medical bills. I did him a favor. Imagine how painful bleeding out from bullet wounds is.
Yeah, luckily I was there to knock him unconscious.
Yeah, luckily I was there to, like, cut off all of his nerves so he could no longer feel the pain. Ever again. Or talk. Or communicate.
Yeah. Or think, or have feelings.
Mm-hmm. He's like if Stephen Hawking's could get hooked up to the computer, but nothing came out. What some would call a vegetable. But yeah, Joe Rogan's got the craziest mansion, massive garage, multiple mansions.
Are you going to show us some pics?
I don't have any pics here. There's like some pics that are like.
Why would you tell us about a mansion and then not show us?
It's a beautiful estate. Legally I can't show you because it wasn't even listed on the real estate market.
You think he's a sellout now? I think he's.
Oh yeah, he's a sellout. We'll see. He apologized. He apologized, man. That's a sellout. For having that
many houses?
No, for the Antifa wildfire stuff. That's selling out. Sellout. And then he had to make fun of himself for like half the Cameron Hanes episode.
Yeah.
I'm watching him on Apple or listening on Apple until it's kicked off. Maybe watching some YouTube, maybe not. But I'm done with YouTube too.
Fuck them.
I'm sick of big tech taking these military contracts.
We should just go down to Silicon Valley and just like egg these companies. Like we'll just buy like 6 dozen eggs, you know, and we'll just fucking throw them at like Google headquarters and stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm ready to go to like Seattle and Vancouver and fuck up Jeff Bezos.
I'm down.
Like, how did Jake Paul organize the event with KSI? Because I want to do that with Jeff Bezos.
Oh, the boxing event?
Yeah, exactly. Like whatever sport,
Jeff wouldn't be down.
Whatever sport Jeff Bezos wants, I'll do that sport with him, and I will just fucking headbutt him. Why would he
compete with a peasant?
To prove that he's superior to the people.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You're fucking.
It's like Mark Zuckerberg drinking water, Todd. He's got to pretend he's one of us.
Oh yeah.
You know
I
how
guess you could do it. You just gotta convince them in the right way. Publicly.
exactly. If I can do it public, if I can just get him to open a link by text message, maybe I'll get the Saudi Arabian government to help me.
Yeah. They owe me after Kasagi.
Yeah, exactly.
Khashoggi?
Exactly.
What was his name?
Yeah, that was it. Tom. They didn't give us his name, but that was what it said in the papers after. Good times, good times. I love free travel
Good
and room and
times.
board.
Yeah. Turkey's nice.
Exactly. This time of year, especially.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the
Love
anniversary wasn't too long ago, actually. R.I.P. to the homie.
All right.
He was a good dude, you know. His meat was delicious. A lot of it's hard to fit a whole person into a suitcase. Like,
Yeah.
don't judge us until you try it. Human meat or fitting a whole person into a suitcase, either or.
Either or.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of eating humans and adrenochrome, Joe Rogan also brought up this crazy island that was like Epstein's island, but
Yeah,
in
Fox Island.
Michigan.
You were telling me.
Yeah, did you look
Yeah.
up in that at all?
No,
Nice,
because like
nice.
I didn't have time.
Yeah, so Jamie pulled up this article, and like because
Yeah.
Joe's censored now, he couldn't even read it on the pod or whatever was going on.
Is that what happened?
I think so.
Jamie pulled it up and Joe
Joe wasn't
down.
reading it. He didn't shoot it down, but he wasn't reading it.
He ignored it.
Yeah,
Oh my
it just
God.
popped up and it was too deep. It was too deep.
He's
So
such a fucking sellout.
yeah, exactly. But I love him still. Sometimes
I
you
know.
gotta sell out.
I'm done with this fucking guy.
Sometimes you gotta sell out to get paid. So like, if
I
you
was
want any
listening to Joe
advertisements,
before it was
if you have any advertisements ideas, DM J90Mac on Twitter, so that we can talk without Todd knowing.
yeah.
I'll slip your product placement or advertisements in.
If I find out,
No problem. Exclusive on Periscope. And audio, if you wanted to all the audio listeners, you're going to have to pay both of us, though. But yeah, Jeff Epstein, who died by suicide on August 10, was accused of using his fortune connection private island to prey on underage girls. Internet sleuths, that's a pretty mudslinging type of term. Kind of racist if
Why?
you ask me.
What's racist about that?
It's like generational, ageist. They're calling internet sleuths. What's sleuth is a derogatory term, I think.
How?
I don't know.
What the fuck is wrong with you? What are you
What's a sleuth?
voting for Hillary Clinton right now? Like
I was trying to. Why is she not on the... Hopefully Biden passes away before the election so Hillary Clinton can go put back on the ballot and we can have 2 strong, independent women run for office.
I thought
Then we'd see who really wins.
I'm pretty sure a sleuth is just like a detective. It's just like a way to say detective. You know?
Yeah,
Like
see, sounds a lot like
sleuth.
sloth to me. You're a sleuth, Todd.
You're fuck you
So yeah,
prick.
the allegations against Epstein bear remarkable resemblance to a 1970s case on an island in Lake Michigan. And I don't know if you watched the recent pod on Michigan, but we know Michigan is a place where the CIA loves to fucking party and dose each other, like Ari Shafir on Legion of Skanks or anyone's podcast, I guess.
Yeah.
So, the story of Francis D. Sheldon and North Fox Island has been tied to a series of unsolved child murders that occurred in the Detroit suburbs more than 4 decades ago.
Crazy.
So yeah, the runway still cuts across Michigan's North Fox Island, faded like an old sky. The airstrip is the first thing that Francis Sheldon built after buying his hideaway. In 1960, the millionaire outbid the state government for the island. Or did he? Was it really just military outbidding the government? And it was all for show.
To me.
Yeah. Shaped like an upside down teardrop, like a Lil Wayne tattoo, that hovers 19 miles off the coast of Michigan's Louisiana Peninsula. The state offered the owner, an elderly widow, about $3,500. The Detroit Free Press reported Sheldon gave her $20,000. I got that motherfucking thing on me. He wanted isolation and he got it. The 3,000-foot stretch of green was where Sheldon, a former Michigan Air National Guard airman, would touch down.
What year is this?
1960s.
Okay.
Would touch down his private plane. It's also where the young campers would arrive in the summer, before they were ushered into the cottages, concealed by beech and elm trees.
Nice.
Before survivors say they became
Dope.
stuck in a
Sounds like
spider's
dope
web.
setup.
Yeah, very dope. And then survivors say they became stuck in a spider web of sexual abuse and child pornography.
Whoa.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
I don't know what that means, if they were forced to watch child pornography or if they were sexually abused and filmed and that was creating child pornography. But either
Probably
sounds
both.
intense. Yeah,
No,
both.
it was probably the second.
It was like double dipping, like they filmed it and then they made the next ones watch it. Well, they filmed that and then it just keeps going. You get
They had to do reaction videos.
yeah, exactly. They do reaction videos and then they fuck you and film it and the next people have to watch that.
No, this is horrible. These are bad jokes. Let's continue.
Well, it's the 60s, so there wasn't reaction videos yet, guys. Come on. Come on. This obviously this couldn't be real.
Obviously, it's a joke. It's
Look at-
funny.
yeah.
Laugh.
Come on.
Laugh at the joke.
It's not real. Or maybe they did do reaction videos back then. I don't know. Maybe that was like the thing with the guy shooting himself in the head on live TV back then.
It was just silent.
Yeah, true. They actually had a camera inside the TVs watching people then. Now and then they with laptops they brought it out and put it on top, so they're yeah, now you can see we're watching you. The psyop's over. But yeah, Michigan State Police responded to Business Insider Records' request on Sheldon with a statement saying that a search of Michigan's criminal history file has not located a criminal record that exactly matches the information that you have provided. But a review of Michigan State Police reports from the 1970s on the case of North Fox Island point to an operation built on manipulation, deception, and coercion.
Yeah. Coors.
Yeah, both center on allegations of secretive millionaires weaponized their philanthropic giving, cliques of connected friends in private island paradises to prey on young victims and escape justice. Like Sheldon, Epstein was a millionaire, philanthropist, and a man with powerful friends. Neither stood trial for the crimes for which he was accused. After accusations surfaced about goings-on at North Fox Island, Sheldon disappeared.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. There are big gaps in what we knew about Epstein's early life. We did touch out on a lot of that in some past pod. If you want to learn more about that, or just watch the Filthy Rich doc. Epstein and Trump Chronicle 1, though. V1 is the best.
They're all good. Watch them all.
Yeah, watch them all
If you
smart,
haven't
too.
seen it, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But the weird connection here. Musically inclined from a young age, he attended Michigan's Interlochen Center for the Arts in the summer of 1967, the Daily Beast reported. Interlochen is nestled about 15 miles southwest of Traverse City, Michigan. Epstein would go on to become one of the institution's donors.
Ooh.
Odd connection there. And yeah, digging up details on Sheldon's pedigree is a far simpler task. He boasted a lineage that placed him squarely in Michigan's uppermost echelon. Sheldon was a descendant of Russell Alger, a lumber baron who served as the 20th governor of Michigan, and the Secretary of War under President William McKinley, who illuminated Detroit through the city's Edison Electric Light Co. Alger's descendants continued to add to the family fortune, even developing Detroit's Tony Rosedale Park. In 1975 Detroit Free Press profile, Sheldon is described as having a hefty trust fund, a Yale degree, and a master's in geology from Wayne State University. Sounds like an intelligence type of guy. He was an amateur ecologist who marveled over hemlock and shipwrecks, a philanthropist who sat on the board of the Cranbrook Institute, a museum linked to a prestigious string of prep schools. Creepy. The millionaire's name appeared in the lobby of Detroit's historic Buell building, according to the Traverse City Record Eagle. But Sheldon said he was the kind of person who grimaced as friends hunted the herd of white-tailed deer he brought to his island. He comes across as sort of eccentric, a nature lover. Her series, Don't Talk to Strangers, is a deep dive into Michigan's unsolved Oakland County child killings, which took place in 1976 and 1977 in the suburbs of northwest Detroit. 4 children were snatched off the street and held up to 19 days before being murdered. Instead, dedicated an episode of a podcast to Sheldon and his operation on North Fox Island. In 75 Detroit Free Press profile, Sheldon spoke about the work it took to develop North Fox Island.
Oh, yeah.
On a calm day, you really learn what silence is, Sheldon told the Detroit Free Press. And at night, darkness. Sheldon may have preferred the seclusion of the island, but he certainly wasn't alone. Launching officially in about 1975, Brother Paul's Nature Camp was the millionaire's charitable program that brought children to the island in the summer. The premise of the organization was to give disadvantaged boys experience camping out in nature. Former Detroit news journalist Marnie Rich Keenan has investigated the North Fox Island Ring and the Oakland County child killings since 2009. Her upcoming book, The Snow Killings, delves into both cases. Keenan told Business Insider that Brother Paul's promised to provide kids with remedial tutoring, counseling, temporary lodging, boarding retreats, and emergency care for runaways. But the stated mission apparently concealed the camp's real purpose. Instead said that Gerald Richards, a Catholic school gym teacher and an aspiring politician who moonlighted as a magician, already sounds weird, was tasked with luring children, including some of his own students, to the camp. Richards pleaded guilty to charges of first-degree criminal sexual conduct, and he testified about his role in Michigan's pedophile community at a congressional hearing in child abuse. But before his arrest on July 23, 1976, police records say that the former gym teacher managed to call and warn his friend Sheldon, who promptly disappeared. Richards was sentenced up to 20 years in prison on September 13, 1976, according to a Michigan State Police report. Definitely not a Takashi type of player. He let his boys know. Richards persuaded families to send their boys to Brother Paul's with the promise of a summer spent hiking, swimming, and learning how to fuck guys. And learning about nature with other kids. What family wouldn't jump at the opportunity, Instead said. Brother Paul's was a front. Richards told the police that the organization had been set up to victimize children and dodge taxes. Classic Epstein honeypot shit, according to a 1977 hearing.
Yeah.
Sheldon and Richards weren't the only two men involved in the...
They didn't get so greedy and try and dodge taxes. They probably would have got away with it.
Exactly.
That's all the government...
The government would have got in on it if they weren't trying to dodge taxes.
Yeah.
But once you start dodging taxes, then they'll do anything to take you down. Even, like, charge you for something as measly as child pedophilia.
I know, right? They'd usually let people off with.
Exactly. They would just kill you in a jail cell if you did it with them. But Dyer Grossman, a wealthy science teacher who taught at the Harvey School near Katona, New York, and Adam Starchild, the alias of convicted fraudster, offshore accounts expert, sounds like Epstein, and former Boy Scout assistant scoutmaster Malcolm McConaughey, were also accused of helping Sheldon set up a number of shell companies, including the phony Church of New Revelation and the Oceanic Educational Group Ocean Living Institute, according to a 1976 Michigan State Police report. Bloomberg reported that Epstein's past is littered with shell companies. J. Reuben Appleman's book, The Kill Jar, is the product of 10 years of investigation into the Oakland County child killings. His work also delves into the North Fox Island Ring. Appleman said that Sheldon served as a sort of executive of child pornography in the Detroit areas in the 60s and 70s. There are very dark homes of the uber rich, Appleman told Business Insider. There are dark corners in their minds. The Sheldons of the world are at home in those dark places. They don't think the way we think. It's true that money and power corrupt, but it is also true that the already corrupt gain money and power with much more ease than people who have consequences. According to Appleman, the North Fox Island operation functioned essentially as a subscription service. OG subscription service, kind of like Netflix Cuties. Uh, centered on the production of child pornography and the sexual abuse of boys ages 7 to 16. But at least they're giving women jobs nowadays with Cuties. In exchange for their contributions, the camp sponsors could receive pornography that police said was produced on the island, or even visit the island themselves, according to reports. Depending how much you want to pay, you either get to see or you get to join. Or you get a little teaser where you get to see, kind of like the podcast. Then we move over to the page. You got to pay to get onto that.
First time's free.
Yeah, exactly.
Second one's,
yeah,
gotta pay.
We're not pulling out our penis until you pay. Paying is consent. We're not getting fooled like Dalia and Callan. Business Insider reviewed a Michigan State Police file from December 17, 1976, in which one underage victim accused Sheldon of molesting him multiple times over the course of a weekend trip on the island. The victim said he fought off Sheldon during an attempted rape. I don't know if I believe that story. He'd probably get killed if this guy was a true OG. According to Appleman, Brother Paul's wasn't Sheldon's only vehicle for gaining access to Kid. The millionaire said to bring young boys to the island in the wintertime and take children along for hunting trips, skiing Johnson Aspen, and beach parties at Sheldon's Antigua estate. The camp also proved to be a financial boon for Sheldon, who had complained to Detroit Free Press in 1975 that his ownership of North Fox Island ensured he'd always be crucified come tax season, which is funny because he was using it as a tax dodge. After his arrest, Richards alleged that the camp used its phony philanthropic mission to serve as a tax dodge. The Traverse City Record Eagle reported in 1977. Some 300 sponsors donated to Sheldon's charity, receiving child pornography in exchange for their tax-deductible contributions. Alvin writes in his book, particularly wealthy or connected individuals could visit the islands to abuse the boys themselves. So this is like an OG compassion club for child pedophilia. The 77 congressional hearings on the sexual exploitation of the children extensively cite reporting from Marilyn Wright, a journalist with Record Eagle who covered the North Fox Island scheme. She reported that Sheldon's camp wasn't unique. There was tons of different subscription boxes you could sign up to from different camps. The Michigan millionaire was also listed as a sponsor for the Boys Farm in Winchester, Tennessee, run by Claudius Vermeil, an Episcopalian priest also known as Father Bud. It was broken up after police filed charges of molestation and pornography against Vermeil.
Crazy.
And according to the Record Eagle, Michigan police also uncovered a letter from Grossman outlining how individuals could set up lucrative organizations similar to Brother Paul's in different states. So yeah, lots of crazy, crazy shit going down. The legacy of North Fox Island pornography ring has attracted more scrutiny in recent years, giving its connection to the Oakland County child killings. These 4 murders are also collectively known as the Snow Murders and the work of the babysitter killer. Mark Stevens was the first canonical victim. Okay. Another victim. Instead, an Appleman agreed that Sheldon is an unlikely suspect in the last 3 murders, but one of the men said to be a North Fox Island subscriber didn't have that kind of alibi. Christopher Bush, a convicted sex offender, has become a looming figure in many theories about the killing. Like Sheldon, Bush had connections. He was the youngest son of H. Lee Bush, whose obituary lists him as having worked as the executive of financial director of General Motors for 4 decades in Europe and the U.S. In March 1277, article about the North Fox Island pornography ring, the Record Eagle reported that Flint police had confiscated 8 rolls of film from Bush. Keenan said that Bush's name also appeared on a ledger of North Fox Island clients. There is little doubt that Bush and Sheldon knew each other. There were no computers back then, and the pedophiles had to contact each other at parties and through their newsletters. Sheldon taught at Wayne State for a time, and Bush took classes there. They were both part of Big Brothers. So creepy. I can't even keep reading this article. It just keeps going on and on. Mostly repeating itself. But yeah.
These guys are gross. They do things with children, and then they do things with children after.
And yeah, if you guys wanna learn more, you can read that article in the link.
Fuck.
But yeah, you don't want to learn more. You don't need to learn their magical ways of being fucked up or whatever the fuck's going on there. Oh yeah, but Todd, did I miss any other big news you want to cover there?
Elon Musk landing on Mars. That's pretty amazing.
No way.
What do you mean, no way? You didn't hear?
He got something to there?
Yeah, man, the new Dragon.
Nice.
He's got a full crew there.
No.
Led by Buzz Aldrin.
Nice. Nice. Perfect. By the time this episode comes out.
Stupid fuck. Good job.
Well, yeah, I actually also didn't realize it, but I started a pedophile ring. But it was all young boys, the age of 18 to 21, smoking lots of weed and doing drugs and very susceptible to getting molested. But yeah, we called it Boys Tent.
What's funny about this? You just admitted that.
We called it Boys Tent. That was all. We didn't realize it. We called it Boys Tent. But yeah, we were all of legal age technically.
Oh,
but we were easily entrapped in honey. Yeah.
I was the police.
Yeah, exactly.
I am the police.
I was above the law. But yeah, catch y'all on the if you're listening on the pod, we're gonna get ready now. We're going maybe take another toke on the stream. Thanks for listening, guys. Give us a 5-star review on Apple.
This was good.
Yeah. Send us some more cash at the PayPal link. We appreciate all the donations so far. PayPal.me/therapdrugspod. If you want some merch, new merch coming soon. We keep coming up with new T-shirt ideas, and we keep telling you guys, and it's coming out. Don't worry, it's coming.
Get the merch.
Yeah, get the merch.
Buy it.
Teespring.com/store/rapdrugs. Go to Linktree. We got all the other links. Follow us everywhere. The clips on YouTube. The streams on Periscope. We're on IG, and if you want to watch the show in 2 parts or get some weed reviews. And we're on Twitter, giving you some good-ass quotes and keeping up with the crew. Keeping up with all the followers there.
Twitter.
And last place you want to find us, whatever podcast player you listen to if you prefer the audio. I'm really into audio podcasts lately, Todd.
Yeah, well, that's what it's about. It's a lot easier, to get the time in.
Yeah.
Just when I'm not, if I'm doing stuff, the audio is good. Like driving or working on something. But like, if I'm just sitting there listening to one because I want to get the information out of it, I gotta have some faces to look at.
Yeah, on the weekend, if I'm listening to a pod, I'll be playing it on the TV through YouTube.
Bills, I only listen to Bills in the morning because he's fucking dickhead. Can't figure out how a camera works, I guess.
Yeah, fair. But yeah, I always like listening to the pods while the background goes. But yeah, if you guys watch this, you'll notice the new border there. Todd made it custom. He said, I look really good in it. Yeah.
Super sexy.
Hope you guys appreciate that, the hard work. And the production's going up now that we got exclusive with Periscope. Got that cash coming in from Dorsey. But yeah.
Right on.
All the money's really coming in from the audio, so make sure you give us a 5-star review on Apple. All the links are in the link tree. Follow us on all your social medias. And if we're not somewhere, it's because you're a fucking loser and you should probably stop using that platform as well. Peace out. But yeah, if you're still on the live stream, gonna pack another bowl. I forgot to say to the people on the audio, send us an email, send us a text, leave us a voicemail. Comment down below. Let's fight the algorithm. Tell us why your herbal medicine will get our ex-girlfriend back. Or tell us your trip stories. If you want to be on the pod, if you want to be a guest, you got something good to contribute about psychedelics or just about yourself. We'd love to hear it. So we'll let y'all go too.
For sure.
because I don't think we're at 100 subs yet on YouTube. And that was the rule.
You don't deserve it.
You got a few teasers.
You need to go out. You need to tell your friends.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Bring 'em in.
You got a few teasers where you got to
need to
see someone hit a roar who can afford this kind of bong, but since you can and none of your friends can, you're gonna have to, tell them to subscribe and that, or create a bunch of fake accounts and subscribe. Get us up to 100.
Yeah, do something. Put the fucking work in. Let's go.
Yeah, like we're doing, motherfucker. Give back to the pod like the pod gives to you. Peace.
Peace.